Hi, this is for discussion topic number 3. One of the questions asked for 3 ways to keep students motivated, engaged, and focused. One of the things that I like to do in my class is wow my students. I tell them that you don't get points for being the first one done, but you might get a prize for being one of the students that does something really amazing. If I open up their work and I go, wow, that's really great handwriting, or that looks really nice, they really put forth some extra effort, then I reward them with some kind of a little treat or a ticket to put in for a prize in the prize box. So to keep them motivated, they don't know what day I'm going to be doing tickets or pulling things, so I always remind them, I might try to wow me today, and then I can wow you back. Another thing I like to do is use lots of hands-on activities. I teach first graders and they need to keep moving. So we're at the rug, then we move to our desks, then we come back to the rug. But I like to use a lot of songs and actions. We use lots of hand signals and lots of movement. They love to use whiteboards. They love to use manipulatives and math. And if every student has the opportunity to solve the problem using the manipulatives, then they're all learning together. So I like to keep them all busy. Another thing I like to do is have them try to compete against themselves. So I'll sit down with them and we'll set goals, and then when we do progress monitoring on reading or we do sight words, I want them to see if they can beat the score that they got last time, so that they're competing against themselves. So there's some competition and some ways to keep them engaged and focused and motivated. Some assessment measures that are used to manage and monitor student learning. I like to put them in groups where they can work together, where they're on the same level or working on the same skill. They can help each other, pair share using exit tickets, and I use lots of different assessment measures, lots of formative ones, not as many summative ones, but there are summative ones at the end of a topic or something that we're working on. Lots of formative. I like to watch them. I like to, when we're doing something, I'll say, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, or they're using their whiteboard or they're showing me with their manipulatives. So I watch them so much, and I look and see if they're giving the responses and if they're showing me the responses. So there's so many ways that I can just watch and listen, and we do lots of games and lots of choral response. One of the things that I do to communicate achievement to parents is SEPs. We have those coming up very soon. And I like to send home a little letter before SEPs and say, do you have questions for me, any concerns for me, so that I know exactly what they want to talk about when they come, because our time together when they come in for an SEP is pretty short. So if I know ahead of time what concerns they have, then I am ready to address that. I send home report cards, I send home copies of quizzes and tests so that they can see where their students are at. I like to send home positive notes when I find kids that are doing something great. At our school we have some wrap cards that's talking about respect, accountability, and pride. And when our students are showing respect, accountability, or pride, we send them with a ticket to the office, and then they get a prize and their name's up on the board, and we acknowledge them and let their parents know that they're doing something great, because I think it's important for parents to know all the great things that their kids are doing too. So weekly newsletters and texts, phone calls, just keeping them in the loop and letting them know. I'm fortunate to have a lot of parent volunteers who come in and help quite a bit, and that also kind of lets me have a chance to chat with them, and just they can see what's happening in the classroom, and then we're just all really well informed. So I think communication with parents is key, pretty important. Thanks.